Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I. Cause I've been working in the kitchen with the dirt on my hand. God tell me why nobody love me but you. Born inside the belly with the gun in my hand. Ain't no time for pity, got some thugging to do. Working in the kitchen with the dirt on my hand. God tell me why nobody love me but you. Born inside the belly with the gun in my hand. Ain't no time for pity, got some thugging to do. I've been working and writing and working some more. Searching for truth and truthfully I'm hurting to know. While many of millions live where the murderers go. On the daily dealing with you never heard of before. See, I got motives of moving my mama plenty of miles. Send me the pay before you even send me the files. I don't kick it with cause they energy wild. You by association like the enemy's child. I'm wondering really where they gather to go. They hate to see you win and they be glad when you fall. That's why I came with shooters never passing the ball. Who would toe tag them and everybody tagging along. See, it's a tragedy, really had to be silly to try. I can show you the way, but is you willing to fly? I'm breaking down the layers, I be peeling your pride till I get to the dead center where the feelings reside. Look in my eyes, you see it lacking the lust. I'm smacking the buster, cause honestly I ain't got the patience to try to deal. Everybody dreaming they making it out for real. So I don't give a how you take it or how you feel. There's a war outside the window and everybody a target. I'm worried about the ending, cause look at the way we started. I gotta get it regardless, cause be living heartless. Gardeners in the war and there's warriors in the garden. So give me a break, give me the space, I'm needing the peace. Give me a legion, I lead them with my feet in the streets. I know they hate it, they show them without being discreet. I see the future, I bet I'm never seeing defeat. Looking for answers, but all they gave me was trauma. I'm trying to cover this drama with plenty packets of petrol. So I be kneeling and looking up to the ceiling. I'm praying to get some healing for everyone in the metro. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I. Cause I've been working in the kitchen with the dirt on my hand. God tell me why nobody love me but you. Born inside the belly with the gun in my hand. Ain't no time for pity, got some thugging to do. Working in the kitchen with the dirt on my hand. God tell me why nobody love me but you. Born inside the belly with the gun in my hand. Ain't no time for pity, got some thugging to do. All my life I've been fighting with plenty of evil. Vices and advices killing plenty of people. Trying to drink the water cause the Henny is lethal. But of course the water got plenty of fecal matter, but that is another matter of course. All the information just a matter of source. Police never seem to know the adequate force. So we just lost another husband who ain't have a divorce. But see the sad sober truth is this is only another day. I bet your president wouldn't have it no other way. I just spoke to granny, I know that I gotta pray. Cause when you know the truth then you know what you gotta say. I'm living in paranoia, purgatory, I gotta move. I gotta get it so every motion a dollar move. And I ain't needing no company, that's a lot of moods. And I've been searching for silence, I need the solitude. I'm solid, solidarity, barely made it here. Hard to find a real when these cowards be made of fear. That's why I bring the peace like a priest in his later years. And it's safe to say it's sensitive, won't make it here. You shed a bucket of blood when you stuck in the mud. Every time I ask them why they left, because took a lap around the city like get the love. I'm trying to make it what I wanted, so what it was. Covered in crumbs, I emerged from the crack in the ground. Put my problems in the paper, then pass them around. Loud enough to wake the neighbor, they mad at the sound. Trying to dial up the deputy, mad at me around. My back to the wall, back to the straddle the blurred lines of where the heat and the fanning begin. Kinda funny what the people call a legend, the government call a weapon, but really he just a man in the end. He just a man in the end. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I. Lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I. Lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I. Lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I. Lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I. Lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again.
Bro, where was that coming from? I'm like, I ain't even playing music no more. What's happening? Anyway, welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 3. I'm like, I ain't even playing music no more. What's happening? Anyway, welcome to
Nah.
what's happening?
Stream tripping already.
I see it. Already. I see it though. I got it. I had another window opened up. I ain't even realize. Okay. We good. All right. Welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother, DMG, the poet. And we got an interesting conversation coming up with my brother. But before we get into that, let me do my usual greeting. Let me say, God bless to my Christian brothers and sisters. Let me say, Hotep to my Kemetic brothers and sisters. Let me say, Shalom to my Israelite brothers and sisters. Let me say, Assalamu alaikum to my brothers and sisters in the NOI. Islam to my Moorish brothers and sisters. Let me say peace to my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. Let me say what's up to my atheist brothers and sisters. Salute to my Abo brothers and sisters. And finally, Jumbo to the rest of my brothers and sisters throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America or beyond. Now, y'all know I say that greeting for one reason and one reason only. If you're black, I'm with you, and I hope you with me. Ideology should not keep us from uniting, and we can have unity without uniformity. And we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable, which is what me and my brother getting ready to try to do. So for those of you who have not heard and that follow this channel, your brother has recently had a change of heart, change of mind, change of spirit, whatever you would like to call it, and has professed his devotion, loyalty, whatever idiom you want to use. Your brother DMG gave his life to Christ. My brother Sabio was one of the first people to reach out to me with regards to this revelation. And of course, he has some things to say, but not in an unbrotherly fashion. So I thought it'd be a good idea for us to come and hash out some of these ideas and see what conclusions we come to. So with that being said, my brother, the scripture ripper himself, reintroduce yourself to the Paradigm Shift TV 314 audience.
Peace. Can they hear me clearly? Can y'all hear me clearly?
You going go ahead and a little bit. He was going in and out.
All right, well, let me do this. Let me go out and come back in because this seemed to be tripping already. So I'm gonna go out and come back in.
You seem clear. You stay. You seem clear. The second time you was good. The first time you was going in and out.
Oh, yeah, all right, that's cool.
So what? So now, what was your initial reaction when you seen some of the things going on in social media? Because I seen it was one of the first. You was like the third person. I got like 30 inboxes, and you was probably one.
It's trip. I can't hear you if you speaking.
No, I'm not. Go ahead.
All right. Well, my initial response was it had to be a April Fool's joke. I said go upstairs.
I saw that. I saw that you said that later on, but I didn't see it till after it was. I was like, oh man, he thought it was a joke. I was like, oh damn. So okay. I thought it was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah. But then, as I kept reading the messages and I seen your wife, I was like, oh wow, this is legit. And I seen more messages coming from Teddy. I was like, yeah, it's more legit than I thought it was.
Okay.
But my question was,
yeah, when you hit me up, I was like,
first question. Go ahead. I think I'm gonna have to leave because I don't know. StreamYard tripping. You going in and out.
Go go out and come back in to see if it'll be better.
All right.
Cause I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me. So my brother gonna go out in. But yeah, I got inundated with several inboxes with people that was genuinely upset, and I was like, okay, what, like, what you actually upset about? And so, because fundamentally, do this change who I am? Like, if we actually cool, and you rock with a brother, would this deter you from that? And if it did, then we weren't really cool in the first place. So peace. And that's ultimately what this come down to. Like, you got these terms, like one of my favorite movies, The Godfather. Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer. Things like that. And what I figured out is, if you say you a Christian, then you're gonna find out who really rock with you and who don't. And that's what the conclusion that I came to this past week. And so I don't lose sleep over people who want to deal with me. Never have, never will. So the one thing you're gonna figure out about me real quick is your opinions about what I do, they only mean something to you. Because if you got an issue with what I do and what I profess to believe, and you taking it to a negative point, it only affects you. It don't affect me, because I'm asleep just as soundly as I did before, and gonna continue to. You ain't gonna be nothing but a blip on my radar. Because if my religious status affects friendship, then we were never friends in the first place. And that's one thing I could say about Sabio. Despite how he feel about religion in totality, he never ceased to call me big bro, brother, etc. And we continue to have our back and forth. So it is what it is. So please don't get it twisted as if something you say can affect me and how I roll. And if you think I'm gonna lose sleep over your opinion of a decision I made about my life and what's going on with my family, then I mean you really in the wrong place. So with that being said, man, let me see how you sound now.
Yo, what up? Do I sound a lot better?
Yeah, you clear, and you was clear. I could hear you. I don't think you could hear me.
Nah,
So
it's because I don't have a Ethernet cord on my laptop, so it be tripping sometimes. Sometimes it'll act clear, sometimes it won't. It's a windy day too. It's the wind blowing hard, so that's probably messing it up too.
okay. Hey, and you know what? We can link up, because I got an extra Ethernet cord that you can just have. We're gonna have to link up, and you ain't got a copy. So
For sure.
But that being said, so break it down, man. What's the title of the show is God or God Delusion. Clearly, you believe that the belief in God is a delusion, and you was getting into that a little bit when we was going back and forth in the inbox. Break that down, and then kind of let the people know what your issue is with religion. Not necessarily from a banging standpoint, but just like you was telling me, from a historical and psychological standpoint, what your issues was and why you feel like it's something that people should get away from.
All right. Well, if one thing that I like to do is I like to do thought experiments, thought exercises, and sometimes it's hard. And for us, it is hard for us to think about how our ancestors or how people live. So if you can just put your mind in the place of an early hunter gatherer, they had no idea of a God. They had no need for a God. They had no need to read. All they were trying to do was hunt and survive and not be eaten by the animals. So as they developed and things started developing around then, things started happening. They developed these concepts, and as we advance and civilizations advance, this is how we continue to form gods. If you go back, one of the oldest gods, and Myth Vision said it in that video, and I hope you watched it. And I wanted you to play it. That's why I posted it in the
Yeah,
chat.
I rock with Derek. So yeah, I listen to it.
Okay, so one of the things that he said was Osiris, 2,000 years old, 2,000 years older than Yahweh and Jesus. 2,000 years older than this God that we adhere to right now today. But why is that? And then you have Zeus, Zoroaster. You have all these other gods that y'all would say do not exist. Y'all are atheists towards these gods. Y'all are atheists towards these other deities. But when it comes to these that popped up in Rome, the Levant 2,000 years ago, this is who y'all want to adhere to. And that's the confusion that sits with me. That's why all gods are man-made. And if y'all can start there, if y'all can stay there, I don't have a problem with any religion you profess, as long as you understand that the God that you're looking for isn't coming back.
Now, when you say that, are you certain of that? Like, do you know that, or is that something you believe?
No, I know that.
So, how do you know?
Because they was waiting for him for 2,000 years, and if you actually know the story, he already came back.
Okay,
if you actually know the Bible, he already came back. There's not a re-resurrection. I keep asking y'all, where does it say a re-resurrection? He died and he resurrected. He died and was supposed to the story. He was dead for 3 days and he rose and he bodily went to heaven. Anywhere after that does anybody write about a re-resurrection?
So from your perspective, it according to the narrative, it already happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I mean,
it's a delusion. It's a delusion.
Go into the delusion part of it.
And it's a psychological delusion, and this is a part that doesn't sit well, because it was like I was just saying. If we think about all these empires, you can think about the Ottoman Empire and Allah. You can think about the Persian Empire and Zoroaster. You could think about the Egyptian, the Kemet Empire, and all the gods they had. You can think about the Greek Empire and all the gods they had. You can think about all these civilizations. You can think about the Mayans. You can think about the Aztecs. Why are they all worshiping different gods? If this one God, hold up. If this one God created the world in his image and everything in his image and likeness 6,000 years ago, then why don't everybody know him? Or is it because he created the world for Israel, or he was created in Israel in a specific place for a specific people, like these other gods created for specific people in specific times and places? Could that be it? Are we just picking and choosing?
I would say the fact that all of these people, believed in gods, various gods, or otherwise, the fact that they believed in a God in some form would be evidence for a God, right? Because not just why do all of these different civilizations that don't even have contact with each other? I'm talking about across the world. Some there's no contact between the Vikings and certain groups in Africa or South America or North America, etc. But they all have similar concepts of a deity, be it one supreme deity or a pantheon of deities. That's something that seems to be inherent to man, don't it?
And you know why that is? That's called the faculty of belief. The faculty of belief, something that develops over time. You're not born believing in anything. You are born a tabula rasa. We were born tabula rasas, blank slates. If you took psychology, any level of psychology, you would know a tabula rasa means a blank slate, meaning you were taught how to respond to certain things. You did certain things and you got responses, and those responses triggered those behaviors, and those were learning experiences. So you cried, your mother fed you, she changed you. You smiled, certain things, as you go, you were a tabula rasa. You wasn't born believing in no God. You were taught about a God, and you already explained this. And you already explained this. You were taught about this God, and then you were taught about the chemic gods. And so now you leave. I don't get it. It's crazy. You leave one and then you leave the fry pan, jump into the fire.
I think that this idea that we born not believing in anything is false. Like a baby cries because they believe they're gonna get fed, right?
No,
they not just crying. They not just crying for no reason. Yes. When the baby,
see, hold on.
So hold on, real quick. Let me finish. I'll let you rap. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
So you know, I got 5 kids, right? And so I've seen all of these children after they born, when they climb up on my wife, they make their motions and they sounds. And whether it's a whimper or a full-blown cry, because they ready to eat and they believe they gonna get fed because they notice their mother. So they not just arbitrarily crying, they hungry and they looking to be fed. But the funny thing about it is they don't do it in any instance, right? When you put them in the presence of their mother, they start scratching and clawing to get to the source of food. So you definitely born believing some. I don't know about whether it's God or not.
Okay.
You believe. You believe. Yeah. You ain't. So when a baby is
can you slow down and let me? You're making it up. You're making all this up.
Remember, I didn't interrupt you. I ain't making nothing up because I done seen this with my own eyes in the room with my wife and my children. So when the baby is scratching and clawing at they mother breast to eat, they don't believe they're gonna get no food.
So first off, you overlooked everything that I said. Listen. The faculty of belief is not instilled at born. Listen, yes, they have. Listen. DMG. Listen. So this is where you don't understand. So in order for a baby to believe, it has to be brought in at the period of a zygote. You start off at a zygote. The brain is not even fully developed in the womb. There is no way a baby can believe. So while the zygote was being fed in the womb, it was being fed through what? Through what the mother fed herself. So the baby would intake some of the nutrients from the food that the mother would eat. So yes, the baby knew that it will be fed once it came out of the mother. Why? Because it was a natural thing that happened while it was in the womb. So when the baby comes out, it's going to do what to be fed? It's a natural response. The baby do not know about thinking. No, it's not.
So the baby knows it's going to get
it doesn't from the mother's breast. No, it doesn't know. So it's a response because No, it doesn't believe anything. It's a response either to stimulus. So when it comes out, it was in a condition of what? Comfort. It was warm, and then it comes into a cold environment. That's stimulants. It's going to stimulate what? A response. The air hitting its skin is probably going to trigger the crying response. So now that's the crying response. You got to understand the environment that we're talking about. This is the newborn baby. Hold on.
I'm not talking about none of the stimulants. You're
trying to get to belief. You're trying to get to belief, and the faculty of belief is not instilled at birth.
Listen, I'm asking a simple question. When a newborn baby that's never done this before.
Yes, the baby has always been fed.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. It hasn't been fed in this way because it's never been outside of the mother's womb. Hear me out. Just like I heard you out. I let you talk. I didn't interrupt you. So again, the baby has never been in a situation where it's been outside of his mother's womb. Yet when it gets on, when you hand him or her to its mother, it starts to believe it's going to be fed.
Stop.
Interrupt me. When I'm done, you can respond. When I'm done, because I'm asking a question, but you got to let me ask before you start talking. So what I'm saying is, does it believe it's going to get fed? Does it know it's going to get fed? Or what's the situation? Because I'm saying it believes it, because it can't, unless you're going to tell me it knows, then it believes. What is it?
No. So again, I'm going to try to slow walk you through this again, like I just did. The baby is a tabula rasa. It doesn't know anything. They don't know anything. If you've experienced this is what I'm saying. You've seen the baby. No, stop. You asked me not to read. No, stop. I'm going to slow walk you as slow as I can.
I'm laughing. I ain't saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. So, I'm laughing. Go ahead.
So it's not a belief. The baby do not know anything. Again, it's a tabula rasa, a blank slate. So the cry is a response for stimuli. To stimuli, either no.
I'm not talking about you. I'm addressing something in the chat. So I see this brother Doodoo or Delani, I think is whatever his name is. I'm gonna say brother Doodoo. So he said I'm making that up. Now again, I said I got 5 children, and I lost one. I would have 6, and so Sabio says that the babies don't know nothing. They are whatever this word is he just used. I'm calling BS on it because the child.
Can you pull it up on the screen?
I'm not talking, Sabio. I'm responding to somebody else. You ain't got to say nothing right now. So here's the thing. He say I made it up, but he didn't experience what I did, because see, I came home every day and read to this child. And the book I was reading, ironically, was the Bible. And every time this child heard my voice, she responded. Up until the day we lost her. From the day we found out we was having her to the day we lost her, whenever she heard my voice, she responded. So you or Brother Doodoo ain't gonna tell me that babies don't know nothing, because that baby knew my voice and she knew her mother's voice. So to Brother Doodoo, with whatever you saying, I'm gonna say you don't know what you talking about, because whether you can have 44 children, my G, you still didn't experience what I did with my child. Go ahead, Sabio.
Can you pull up tabula rasa on the screen? This
Sabio,
isn't a term.
I'm not discounting what you're saying. Go ahead and finish.
No. You said I'm making shit up. I want you to see that this is
making it up. The dude in the chat said I was making something up. I ain't say you made nothing up. You ain't hear me say that one time.
Can you please pull up tabula rasa for me, bro? TABULA RASA. Tabula rasa. That's all so we can walk through this. This is a psychological term. This is how babies are born. And that is something that's already been proven in psychology. That's old. That babies recognize their parents' voice. That's old news. So if your baby recognize your voice, that's great. They recognize their parents' voice.
So wait a minute. Wait a minute. You just said babies recognize their parents' voice. So then they know things. So this notion that they born not knowing nothing can't be.
No, these are these are sounds that are familiar to them and smells that are familiar to them.
I don't care what it is. So they still know something.
See, there you go. They can't. Oh my goodness gracious! These are familiar voices.
Hold on. We went from they don't know nothing to they can know voice.
We're going back to tabula rasa, so I can show you how they develop these. So listen. If you understand child psychology, laugh. And this is why you need to take child psychology. I've been telling everyone in these chats to take child psychology and human growth and development so you can understand how the brain develops. So a baby, tabula rasa, did you pull it up? Can I get tabula rasa on the screen, please?
Hold on. My bad. Hold up.
Go ahead, laugh, because this is all because y'all believe and y'all don't know.
I'm laughing,
and now I'm trying to take y'all to
because you just
no. You think you got me, and I'm finna explain it to you. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you so you understand. It's a slow walking process. I can actually take you through a whole psychological course on how babies understand. All I need you to do is pull is tabula rasa.
All I need you to do is understand that it's like a dead subject. Once you say a baby can't know nothing,
no, it ain't. No, it ain't. And I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to explain to TABULA tabula rasa.
ULA. Okay, I got it. It came right up. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, I'm going to explain this to you when you pull it up on the screen.
Definition, or you want me to share the screen?
Yeah, go ahead and share the screen.
All right.
And y'all need to go ahead and pull this up so y'all can understand these words and psychological words.
Hold up. I just want to make sure, just so I'm clear though. Just so I'm clear. Babies don't know anything, but they do know their parents' voice.
I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean when I say that. So go ahead, laugh, think it's funny, and I'm going to tell you how.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Because you just said a whole bunch of things that you don't even recognize how it works. So when I say they're born blank slates, is that on the screen? All right, I can't see it. All right, tabula rasa, an absence of preconceived ideas or predetermined goals. An absence of preconceived ideas or predetermined goals, a clean slate. The human mind, especially at birth, viewed as having no innate ideas. Okay, now, this is how a baby who has been hearing your voice for 9 months, when it comes out of the womb, will recognize your voice. Why? Because for 9 months, what have you been doing? You've been reading to it. You've been talking to it. And what have the mother been doing? Talking to it, reading to it. That's how. Why? Because it gets familiar with the sound. It don't know the words that you're saying. It don't know if you're called. You don't know anything that you're saying. The baby don't know words. It can't repeat anything that you're saying to it, but it can recognize that you're speaking to it. Why? Because you've been doing what? Talking to it for 9 months. As you said, remember, you read to that baby every day. Remember, you laid the groundwork for the baby to do what? Recognize the sound and your smells. Hold up. These are things that develops as the baby does what? Get familiar with you. It's called That's why I said take child development, human growth and development, child psychology. You're a father, and I'm not going to tell you about your personal experiences. I'm going to tell you about how I know the mind works, how I learned about how the brain works from an infant. Okay, this is what I learned by taking these psychology classes on the child, human growth and development, and child psychology.
So part of that, the problem with what we read is it said viewed as having no innate ideas, viewed as. And so that means that somebody views it this way, but that don't mean that it's that way. So again, it sounds like you dealing with as much belief as I am.
So tell me. So hold up. Hold on. You're going too far. You're preaching at me. But you're preaching at me, and I need to ask you a question before you get this preaching off. Yes, you are.
Let me saying, and then you can respond. Again, it says viewed as having no innate, etc. So it's a view. It's not a fact. If it was a fact, it would say it's a fact. But it's not a fact.
Oh.
Just like it's a fact that all the people in the chat,
you see, here we go,
who saying there's no evidence of a God, don't have no evidence that it's not a God. So again, we're dealing with belief.
Here we go. False conflation.
Because nobody knows.
So here go my question.
Like it is,
here go my question. Show me one preconceived notion that a newborn baby coming fresh out of the womb had. Show me. Don't tell me. Show me. Show me a baby saying daddy. Show me a baby saying mama. Show me a preconceived notion. A preconceived notion.
You ready?
Because you want to purposely misunderstand words. And ready? I like the way you did that. So show me one preconceived notion.
Are you ready for my answer? Are you ready for my answer? The preconceived notion is that when it cries, it's going to be dead.
So can you pull up why a baby cries, why a newborn baby cries? They have an explanation for that. They have explanations for why newborn babies cry fresh out of the womb. They have explanations for that. And one of them has nothing to do with being fed. One of them, I just told you, it's stimuli. It's butt ass naked.
Yeah, I understand.
It's butt ass naked.
Sabio.
Like, this is crazy.
What I do is
like he goes back to being fed. He goes back to being fed
until they get fed.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Me about a preconceived notion.
I'm talking about a newborn baby. I'm talking about so other than being fed. Other than being fed, what is another preconceived reason? Another preconceived notion, a newborn baby fresh out the womb will cry. Preconceived notion in the baby's brain. In the baby's brain.
So I gave you one. You said
being fed. So being fed is a preconceived notion. So being fed is a preconceived notion.
Okay, Sabio, let me make it a little bit clearer.
This is hilarious.
Baby is hungry.
You see,
when a baby is hungry, it has a response to the hunger, right? And that response is indicative of it. So wait a minute. So are you telling me when a baby is being held by his mother and he's scratching at her breast and trying to get his mouth on her nipple, he don't expect to be fed? She don't expect to be fed? Is that what we're saying? That's after what? Experience, bro. That's after experience. That's after no. Hold up.
It's not no
experience because I see this happen. I seen this happen immediately.
Yes,
Immediately.
but hold on. But see, this is something that you're always overlooking, and you're doing it intentionally. What did I say before? What did?
I'm talking to Brother Doodoo. Sabio, this ain't. I'm talking to Brother Doodoo. Brother Doodoo, you don't have to ask me to prove that God exists because I can't prove it. Just like you can't prove God don't exist. Y'all asking stupid questions to me. Not no offense to you, Sabio. I'm talking to Brother Doodoo. Like my man talking about tell DMG to prove God exists. You prove God don't exist. You see the problem? Just like I'm dealing with belief, you dealing with belief because you don't know that a God.
I know God don't believe. I know God don't exist.
So Sabio, since you know it, prove it then.
I didn't already proved it. Why? Because there's listen. Calm down, and just wait.
No. You the one that get
hold on,
Sabio.
hold on. Oh, no. I'm chill too. I'm just trying to talk, and you know this is how we get DMG. We even talk like this on the phone.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
So come on, bro. This is how we talk on the phone.
Don't get along.
Like, yeah, this is how we on the phone. So, but anyway, now back to this baby, and then I'll show you why God don't exist.
Hey, Sabio, keep building. I'm gonna turn off the camera for a minute. I'll be right back. But keep going.
So back to this reason why I say he keep doing this on purpose. Remember, the baby has been fed for 9 months through the mother, through whatever the mother intakes. The baby gets some of those nutrients, not all of it, some of it. So the baby is automatically drawn to who? The person it comes out of. It's a connection that's already been established. This is genetics talking. This is 50% DMG, 50% her. And bam, that baby's like, I need you to do what you was doing when I was in the womb. When I was inside you, woman, I need you to continue doing that somehow. Either with a titty or a bottle, but I need you to continue feeding me. So if the baby clutch and claw at the titty, that's because he knows there's something like a nipple or something that's going to feed him. It's instincts. Cats do it. Dogs do it. Lions do it. I sit up here and I watch nature videos. I watch how do they know how to suckle? Because they've been suckling. Have you ever seen them suckling? Have you ever seen a what you call those? When you get the baby, when you get the sonogram, when you get a sonogram, I've seen babies sucking their thumbs in sonograms. I've seen babies literally sucking their thumbs. Literally. But yeah, we are animals. We are animals. We are animals. You may not think so. We are animals. Why? If you look at lions, tigers, they all do the same thing. They have live birth. And what do these kittens, these lion cubs do? They run straight to a nipple. But how do they know when they come out? How do they know to run to the lionesses or the hyenas or the leopards nipple? How? Before they came out, they was being fed through what the lioness ate, through what the hyena ate. Now, but when they're born, they suck on the nipple. It's instinct. Same way with a human baby. Instinct. Instinct. We don't want to look at the instinct because the baby have always been fed, but no one looks at that. We want to look higher because we think we're better than everything on the planet. We're nothing better. This planet wasn't made specially for us. It was some lucky shit that we're here. Luck, Luck. Had Earth been one planet away, we wouldn't even be here. Had Earth been one planet up, or one planet down, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. God don't exist.
So that was your proof?
No, that ain't my proof. I'm just saying. That's just simple mathematics right there. Simple. Look.
Hey, my son just brought me a Pantera's pizza down here, Sabio. You know they still got Panteras out here where I'm at.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
Hey man, listen. That's why I had to turn the camera off. I didn't want to pig out in front of everybody. But so now let's get into
luck.
How you,
I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in luck. I just said luck.
No, I ain't worried about that. I just want to know, how is it? Because I feel like you deserve a Nobel Peace Prize or something, because you say you know for a fact that God don't exist. Mm-hmm. I just want to get down to the nitty gritty of that, because if all of these billions of people that believe in God are under the same delusion, and you have now cracked the code of that delusion, you deserve an award. So break down how you know God don't exist.
Because from the beginning of our development, as we developed over time, man developed different ways to worship and practice the passing of their ancestors and the destruction of their towns and things like that. So if you lived in 2 BC and you happen to live in a small town on the coast of Africa somewhere, and a tornado and a windstorm and an ocean storm just came through and wiped your village out, and you and 2-3 people survived, y'all gonna say the water god did it. Y'all don't have no other explanation. Y'all can't explain. You see what's wrong with us is we try to put we try to think like they have the technology that we have now. They couldn't predict tornadoes and tidal waves and hurricanes, volcanic eruptions. They couldn't predict this shit. They couldn't predict windstorms and sandstorms. They couldn't. So when the shit happened, it happened, and whole towns and villages was just lost. So what did people do? They made up stories. They made up legends and shit about their towns. The gods Poseidon was so angry with us that he caused the whole ocean to come and wipe out the town or whatever. And this legend lived on. And that's what it is. The Bible is nothing but a myth for these people in the Levant, where these myths was being created because they wanted to have their story live on along with the other myths. That's it. And we here in 2023 don't want to admit it. We want to play games like Jesus is finna jump up out the sky and save us. But that's all it is. It's just the human imagination. If animals could create gods, their gods will look exactly like them. They will not worship. And this is another question. If God created everything on the planet, why? So that everything, lions, tigers, bears, and he created them to eat the animals, to kill other animals. Hold up.
I just want to make sure you understood the question. I'm asking, what is your proof that God doesn't exist? Not reasons why you don't believe it. I'm asking for proof.
Because all men in every age created gods in their images and likenesses, and they kept changing. That's it. 2,000 years from now, if Jesus don't die, they're going to be still arguing about Jesus. 2,000 years from now, we just ain't going to be here to see it. That's it. But anyway, so you have opinions, but you don't have proof. It's basically what we. Yeah, the proof is the proof is in the pudding. No God.
I just want to understand.
No God. Yes, I have offered. I've offered proof. I've offered proof.
No,
I've offered proof.
What was
no
it?
God
Can you repeat
has
it?
no God.
Maybe
No God. No God has never done anything for any people on this planet except for the claims that these people make, and these claims cannot be repeated in front of no one. If you ask your God to come and strike me down, your God ain't gonna show up. Your God ain't gonna show out. If you tell your God to mute my mic, your God ain't gonna mute my mic. You
Well,
gonna
I
mute
don't
my
need
mic,
God.
or I'm
I
gonna
don't
mute
need
my
God to
mic.
mute
Hold
my
up,
mic, though, Sabio.
hold up. This is what I'm saying. But your God is here and he's all powerful. These are the things your God should be able to demonstrate. These are demonstrable things that your God should be able to do right now. He's active, he's living, he's participating, he's omnipresent, he's omnipotent, he's here all, he sees all, he's everywhere, he's in everything.
I'm gonna give you 5 more minutes. Go ahead. 5 more minutes.
I don't need that long. All he has to do is strike me down, and then the whole child will be believers.
So your proof is in action from God. Is that what you're saying?
Action from God would be a lot better, wouldn't it?
So
God only shows up for those who believe him, right? So God only shows up for those who believe him, right?
Real quick, let me ask you this, because if inaction is proof that something or someone doesn't exist, then would that mean I don't exist if I don't perform a particular action that somebody want me to perform?
What the hell? We know you exist. We see you.
Right, exactly.
You see. That's a fallacious argument, and I hate those fallacious arguments, bro. That's a fallacious ass argument. No.
I let you rock, and I didn't interrupt.
First, he gonna give this fallacious ass argument.
Sabio, I was quiet when you talked. I need you to do the same for me. So I'm gonna repeat myself. If inaction is proof that something or someone doesn't exist, could somebody just simply say, I don't exist because I didn't perform a particular action that they dared me to do? So if my coworker say, or one of my clients say, DMG punch me, and I don't punch them, does that mean I don't exist? Because you just said God not striking you down mean God don't exist. As if his or her or it, God, whatever you perceive it to be, it's in action means that it doesn't exist. I'm asking, is that your example of proof? Because then that would mean that because I don't do a particular action that somebody dared me to do, they can just simply say I don't exist. So I'm asking, is that your proof?
Goodness. Okay, so first off, the fallacious ass question was very fallacious. Why? Because your God. Stop. No. I am. So let me prove that it's a fallacious question. So the way it was fallacious is because we're talking about the all-knowing God that created the universe and not a human.
It don't matter
no, stop. Yes, it does. Stop. Yes, it does. Here we go. No. Don't interrupt me. I heard no. Come. God damn, man.
Does inaction mean that something or someone doesn't exist? That was my question.
I'm not going to answer it the way you like. You're going to have to accept my answer. It's because I'm explaining it to you. You interrupted me when I hit you with the fallacious. Yes, I know what fallacious means. It means a false. It means a false or misleading question. So it was fallacious.
What was false or misleading about what I asked?
Because it was misleading. Why? So here we go. So here we go. The first misleading thing is we're talking about God, the so-called creator of the universe. You are a human.
That don't make my question fallacious.
Yes, it does.
I said something.
Yes. God damn. No, 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 no,
God don't
no,
qualify for
no,
something or
no,
someone?
no, 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 because what we're talking about is a specific entity.
I
We're
see.
talking about the
Hey,
a
hey,
creator of the
my
universe.
G, my G. I'm feeling like perhaps this ain't really like this whole trying to disprove God thing ain't really your bag, because nothing about my question was fallacious at all.
Yes, it was. And why you not letting me explain? You keep interrupting me.
Go ahead.
Damn, this is
Go
getting
ahead.
crazy. You keep interrupting me.
Explain how my question was fallacious, Sabio.
So your question was fallacious because we're talking about the creator of the universe. You are a human. We're not talking about you doing something human. We're talking about the creator of the universe who knows all, sees all, be everywhere, whatever the attributes y'all put on this so-called creator. So we are asking this so-called creator, not a human with human attributes, to do something specific, and you're going to make the equation to you. You're going to minimize my question to try to say, stop, stop, stop. Here you go. 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 Here you go.
Here I go. What?
You keep interrupting me, bro. Let me finish. I'm almost done.
Because you're not Sabio. I'm gonna ask this one more time because you bugging me out. I said something or someone. Is they something?
Now he's trying to play word games. Now he's trying to play word games.
This is what I said.
This is why it's fallacious. So this is why it's fallacious, because I did not say something or someone. I specifically said God. And you said you, and then you said someone or something. You see, this is why you keep trying to do this, and it's not going to work. I caught it, and I'm trying to keep you right where I left off. I specifically said God. I didn't say no. I said God. It was fallacious. It was fallacious. Why? Because you equated it. First, you said you. You said if I don't do something, my coworker told me exactly. So, but I use God as an example.
So wouldn't God be something or someone?
No, God is a specific of this Bible. We're talking about this specific God of the Bible. YHWH. We're talking about YHW. We're talking about the Canaanite deity from the Levant and his son Jesus. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about anything else.
Something or someone?
No, it's a deity. It's not human. You see, it's outside of this world. It's something
or it's someone, right?
No, because y'all said, don't y'all say it's outside of this world?
So wait a minute. My question was fallacious, but you asking the question about a being that doesn't qualify as something or someone.
This is what y'all say. This is what y'all say. This ain't what I say. God is beyond comprehension.
Who have ever said that God is not something?
All Christians say God is beyond comprehension.
Show me. Where is that so I can bring it up?
Is God beyond comprehension in the chat? Is God beyond comprehension?
Saying God is beyond comprehension is not saying God is not someone or something.
Is God beyond comprehension? Can we comprehend God? Do we know what God is? God is past finding out. God is imaginary. God, any Hawks is past finding out. Do we know what God is? That's all I want to know.
Just by virtue of you asking the question, you showing that God is a something or a someone, though. Right?
According to y'all book, God is a spirit that moved over the face of the deep, according to y'all book. According to y'all book, it's a
according to
spirit
the
that
book,
moved over the face of the deep. So right there. So what?
A
So
spirit,
what?
a spirit is something, right? A spirit
What
is
is the
something.
spirit? So air. So now we're getting. So now we want to get into semantics. So now we want to get into the English and the Greek language. Air.
Air is something. I don't care
No,
how you define it,
air is invisible. I can't see air. I
but it's
can't
still
touch it.
something. It's
I
still
can't
something,
touch
though,
it.
right?
I can't. I mean, I
Is
feel it,
is it
but I can't.
something
No,
or
no,
not?
no. I mean,
So it don't
it
exist.
exists.
So it don't
It
exist.
exists
Air don't exist.
because it exists. Because it exists. Can
Hey,
you hold it?
hey,
Can you hold?
listen,
Can you hold air? Can you hold
listen.
air?
You
Can you
breathe it?
hold air in your hand? Can
You
you
breathe it?
hold it in? Can you hold it in your hand?
Don't you breathe it?
Can you hold? I didn't. We
Don't
already know you breathe. I
you
said,
feel
can
it
you
on your
hold it
breath?
in your hand? Can you hold it in your hand? I already said you
Breathe
feel
it
it.
in.
I already said.
You
Hold
breathe
up.
it in,
Hold up.
and you feel it
Stop.
on your
Stop.
feel it on your
Stop.
face.
Stop.
You can
Stop.
see
Because
it.
I already
See
gave
it
those
on
up. I
leaves.
already
You
get.
see
I
it on
already said.
flags.
I already said. I said. Can you hold it?
Sabio.
I said, can you hold it?
You saying
Something tangible. Is it something tangible? You see, you're trying to make air
but it
something
exists.
real.
It
Who didn't
exists.
say? Who didn't say
Not
it exists?
real.
Who?
So
Oh
I'm
my
not
goodness
breathing in
gracious.
oxygen right now.
Oh my goodness gracious. I said air exists. I said air is real. I said all those. I said it's not tangible. You can't hold it. Can you hold it in your hand?
So the fact that air is real makes air something, right?
Oh my gosh. No, it's not
Yes or no?
tangible. It's
Yes or no?
it's an element that
Yes
exists on the
or no?
periodic table.
Sabio.
It's an
This is the
element.
question.
No,
This is the question. Is
it's not
air
some.
something or
No,
not?
no, it's an element
Hey
that
man,
exists. You cannot hold it
you
in your
literally
hand.
said you are so desperate. You literally said air is not something.
I'm telling you what, it's an element. That's and something is nothing tangible.
Hey
That's why
man,
I asked.
hey
That's
man,
stop laughing. Stop laughing and thinking this is a joke because I'm actually trying to get you to listen and think, and you're being hardhead. And this is what
you
belief
said
does to you.
Sabio,
I don't care. I want you,
hold on, hold
Bianchi. At
on.
this
This ain't
point,
got nothing to do with
no.
belief.
You hold on.
This ain't got
Let
nothing
me
to do with
no.
belief.
No,
You
yes, it does.
literally just said
I'm
air
standing
is
on.
not considered
I'm
something.
standing on it because it's not tangible.
And then you
And
said
you
you gonna
cannot
stand
hold
on
it,
it.
because you cannot hold it.
Oh man. So
It's not
air
tangible.
don't
Can I hold it? Can you hold it in your hand?
you breathe it every day.
Can I? Don't, oh my goodness! Can you hold it in your hand?
Sabio, like
I already know we breathe it in our. I already know we
Sabio,
breathe air.
this look bad,
Can you hold?
man.
I don't care at this point. I need you to answer
Air
this one question.
is
Can
not
you?
considered to be something
Can
because you
can
can't hold it in your hand.
yes. 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 It's not tangible. We're
Oh
talking
man.
about tangible things. Now,
So is a person's consciousness is
no,
that not something
no,
that don't exist?
it exists. Why? Because it's in the person's conscience,
So,
but it's
so if
not
it
tangible.
is, it's
Why?
something.
Because you can't hold it. No, it's in the person's mind. It does not exist outside
So
the person's mind and their
in order for
words.
something,
So listen, our
to
thoughts.
be considered something,
So
you have
listen,
to be able to hold it.
So listen, slow down because now this is where you're moving
Hey,
way too fast. So a person's thought, so
Tech
a
just
person,
answered it for you. He said it's real, but it's not tangible. So it would
so
be something. So it's considered something. Even though it's not tangible, it's still something.
what have I been saying this whole time? It's real, but it's not tangible.
But you
I've
said
been
it's not
saying it the
considered
whole
to be something.
time. I've been saying that one line the whole time. You listen to Sutek, you run past me. Okay, so a person,
And you also said it's not something.
so let's get past that. So now let's get to a person's thoughts and a person's consciousness. Okay, now these
Go
are
ahead.
inside a person's head. So the only way a person's consciousness comes out is if we talk or we write it down, we express it. Now you can express it verbally or you can express it physically. These are your thoughts. Your conscience isn't nothing tangible. It's something that you have in your head. Can't nobody else pick them up. You can tell them. You can talk about them, but they only exist inside you until you tell them to the world. Like, can you hold your thoughts in your hand? No. This shit is crazy. Like, air is like thoughts.
But
it exists. They exist. They're tangible. They're not tangible. I mean, this shit is.
But hold on, Sabio. By virtue of both existing, that would make both of them something, though. Correct.
In a if you want to dumb it down to the elementary simple level, if you want, yes, it does. Yes, it does. No.
Of their existence, that means that they are something. No, we're not doing that dumb shit. Look, by virtue of them existing, that means that it's something. It would have to not exist to be nothing, Sabio.
Air.
So the fact that they exist.
Oh my goodness gracious. Sometimes these conversations don't need to be like this. Sometimes this is where egos gets in the way of people actually wanting to learn and you wanting to make simple shit stick. And I said, if you want to be on the simple level, we can leave it at the simple level. I'm going to leave it at the simple level because I'm arguing on a higher level and you're not understanding the level that I'm. And it's not even esoteric. It's not even esoteric.
On my pizza, talking about you arguing on a higher level when you just said something that exists.
It's not even esoteric. It's not even esoteric. That I'm arguing straightforward science. And you're arguing past it because you want to try to use semantics. So since you want to use semantics, we're going to let you have this semantical argument.
Okay, first
you want a semantical argument.
Hold on, Sabio, real quick, just so we clear. And you almost made me choke saying you arguing on a higher level when we're talking about things that exist, and you saying that doesn't mean that there's something. That's not higher level arguing, my G. First of all I'm saying is this: you concede that something by saying something exists, you automatically saying that it's a thing, it's something.
Watch this.
You've been saying that air is not something.
Now
this
watch
whole
this.
conversation, and you said you arguing on a higher level.
Watch this. Now watch this. Now I'm gonna show you how stupid this argument is. Does the Spider-Man cartoons exist? No, watch this. I'm gonna take you one step even further. Does the city of where they filmed Lord of the Rings, is that a real city?
It's fictional.
No, the city is real where they filmed the Lord of the Rings. It's actually
the location.
The location.
Not in the story, but the actual location.
The location is real.
Right.
Was there ever such thing as hobbits?
No, they're fictional characters.
How much you want to look up hobbits? I bet you they're not fictional characters.
But Sabio, we're not talking about hobbits or the Lord of the Rings.
No. We're talking about tangible things. You see? Okay, and what I'm doing, and I'm showing you how. So what I'm finna show you is how fallacious this argument is. So because we know that hobbits existed, pre-hominid hobbits, or some things that they called hobbits existed, and a place that they had a land where they filmed Lord of the Rings, we can say that the movie is real. No, it's an actual place. No, stop doing it's a false equivocation. So because air is something that exists, so because air is something that we breathe, air is something that we feel, it's real.
I'm trying to move on because this
It's
is
something.
nuts. This is nuts.
Stop. Yeah, it is nuts, and that's what I'm trying to get you to see. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Because
So
you're trying to make something out of
back
nothing.
to
To your
God.
God.
We was talking. You said air was nothing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I say air. I say air. Air is nothing. But
you said air was nothing because it's not tangible.
Yeah, because it's not tangible. It's an element.
But it actually is something because it exists. You breathe it in, so it's something. And you can demonstrate
Batman exists.
Just by virtue
so
of
Batman exists. So Batman exists because what? Manhattan exists, right?
Now
Spider-Man exists.
You talk about
right, exactly.
Equivocations and you just compare Batman.
That's exactly what you do. That's exactly what you've been doing this whole time. That's exactly what you've been doing this whole time. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now you see. Okay, now let's move on. Now you see.
Yeah, let's get back to God.
Now you see.
So
now let's get back to your God.
You had 100% proof that God didn't exist. And
no, I didn't say I have 100% proof. I said I got proof.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
There's nothing 100%.
I'm glad you said that. So since nothing is 100%, then we can't say that God don't exist.
Yeah, shit. I'm saying it with a 99.99.99999999999999999999999999999999999999999 infinity 9.
Yeah, that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Now, and I need all y'all with the God claims to stop telling me a God exists and show me y'all God.
Here's my claim. Here's my claim. I believe God exists. I don't care if you believe it or not. What you can't do, though, is tell me I shouldn't believe. I'm telling you I believe. I'm telling you I can't prove nothing. I'm telling you I believe it. You telling me you know.
So do you believe that? So do you believe there's a ghost behind you right now?
I don't know what that got to do with anything.
Do you believe? Just answer the question. Do you believe that there's a ghost behind you right now?
It could be.
Yes. Turn around and see if there's a ghost behind you.
It could be invisible.
Oh, so ghosts. So now you believe in the invisible world now.
I didn't say I believe.
Hold up. It could be. Hold up. You said it could be invisible. Hold on. You said it could be invisible. Okay, so you believe in the invisible. So now you believe in spirits.
Didn't you say you said spirit was air, right? Or spirit?
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I believe in it?
No, spirit means to breathe.
Right.
It means to breathe. That's all it means to breathe.
Right. So why wouldn't I believe in spirits and I'm breathing?
You don't need to believe in spirits if all it means to do is breathe.
But that
it's a definition. It's a word. It's an action. It's not something that you believe. No, but that's the original definition.
Okay. So that ain't the only definition of spirit. Why are you stuck on this spirit?
Why? Because you see, it's this esoteric shit that was added to the word that got us all fucked up. You see, how many could you actually, when I actually think and I look and I like the word spirit, like, was that a word on the African continent? I don't know. I haven't seen it in use. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong. You may know more about this, but from what I've researched, I haven't seen it until contact with a certain particular group of people. Then we start using the word spirit. Now, I know about Kemet and their things. Now, I don't know if I really seen the word spirit in anything of that. I've seen people decipher. Like,
so look, I'm looking at a definition of of the word spiritual, right?
You're gonna see.
It says relating to or affecting the human spirit
He went to
or
spiritual.
soul as opposed to material or physical things. And an example would
You went
be
to spiritual.
I'm responsible for his spiritual welfare. The
You went to
second
spiritual.
meaning relating to religion or religious beliefs.
He went to spiritual and not spirit.
Correct.
You went to spiritual and not spirit.
Let's go to spirit. Let's
or
go to
spirit too.
Okay. So the first definition, the non-physical part of a person, which is the seat of emotions and character, the soul. The second definition says the qualities regarded as forming the definitive or typical elements in the character of a person, nation, or group, or in the thought and attributes of a particular period, i.e., in the spirit of my grandparents. So I don't know.
Oh, well, type in spiritus. Put a US on the end of it.
My point being that words have different.
Type it. Put it. Type in spiritus.
I know you was correct in what you said, Sabio. I'm not challenging that. I'm simply saying that it had more than one definition. That's all. I'm not challenging whether you was correct or not. I'm just saying like it's not that it's not limited to breathing. That's all.
Until I see a spirit walking around other than a human, and you see, I need to see these things in action. I need to see a spirit. I'm 44 years old. In my 44 years, I haven't seen spirits.
Hey, Google. I just read the definition, so that's not literally what it means because I just read the definition. So that's what I'm saying. Like we say stuff. And so it's not incorrect, but they still have more than one meaning. I feel like we in a constant back and forth.
So spiritus about spiritus, Latin for breath.
We really ain't got to argue about.
So spiritus.
Because the people for like my brother Sabio, like my brother Delani or Dudu, whatever it was. My brother Google and all the other people who say God don't exist. And they say, can you prove God exists? For all the proving they want to see, they can't prove that God doesn't exist. So the point is, everybody is dealing with belief. For the
actually, we're not.
Yeah, you are. Because you don't know. You said you don't know.
Actually, I said I do know, and I'm standing on it. I am an anti-theist. I deny all gods are false. All gods. I am an anti-theist. No gods exist, and I keep telling you. My proof. There are, and here go another one of my proofs, and this is great proof that no one pays attention to. The North Sentinelese people. Those people on that island, on North Sentinel Island. What happened to your boy John Allen Chow when he tried to bring those people Yahweh? They shot his ass with an arrow and buried him on the beach.
Yeah, and
they shot him with an arrow and buried him on the beach. Now,
as they should have, because they are protected tribe, and nobody has no
stop. Stop. Can you stop interrupting me, please?
I'm agreeing with you. What you
I appreciate that, but I need you to let me finish, because when I speak about this is what happens with a lot of people that believe. So this is my next challenge, and I asked my friend James Amos to do the same thing that John Allen Chow did. Don't be over here in America pushing this Jesus on people that already got him, because he's supposed to be preached to the lost sheep of the world. And they are some of the lost sheep. They are the most lost sheep in the world. These people on North Sentinel Island. So if you want me to believe in your God and follow your God, go convert those lost sheep, because they need him more than anybody who's already experienced him. I don't need to experience something that didn't work for me. Go let him work on those people and see how successful y'all are. And don't tell me they gonna shoot y'all down. None of that. God is supposed to protect y'all from the crown of your head to the sole of sole of your feet, every bone, every sinew. He's supposed to put hedges of protection around you. You're supposed to be able to walk as solid as Job in your faith, and be as strong as Paul, and as solid as Peter, and down like David. So make it happen. Make it happen, Captain.
No, I'm saying, is that what the Bible says? That was Sabio say. So that's what Sabio say. That ain't what the Bible says.
This is what the Bible says.
That's cool.
The Bible. This is what the Bible says. You shall have you shall have the faith of a mustard seed. You shall have the faith of a you shall have a faith of a mustard seed, and it shall move mountains. You shall tell this mountain to move, and it'll jump up and move. What you could pick up serpents with your hand, and they will not harm you.
People do that all the time. I got a picture with my grandson with a snake around his neck.
I'm go to North Sentinel Island and convince them people. Stop trying to convince us. That'll be a great convincing job.
I'm not trying to convince nobody. I'm simply saying that I believe a certain thing, and you believe a certain thing. But
I don't
neither one of us.
Anything.
No, you do. You believe.
I believe in humanity. No, I know God don't exist. Stop trying to tell. I know why. Because
show me how you know. That's what I'm asking.
I done told you, and you don't want to listen. Because every nation, I have. You're listening. You're listening with one ear. You're listening. You're one. Okay, I'm going to move past them, and I'm going to go through. I'm going to run through. I'm going to give you a rundown of history again. I'm going to give you a run. I'm going to give you a rundown of human history. Okay, so some of the earliest gods you had was Ninurta, Marduk.
Sabio, I don't need a lesson on how many gods it's been.
No,
I'm asking you, how do you know? God
this is how I'm telling you how, because I'm telling you the development of human history.
Everybody pay attention. Sabio is about to win the Nobel Peace Prize because he finna.
No, I don't give a fuck about the new. I'm telling you, as an anti-theist, all through history, there have been thousands of gods. Here we go. People just talk. So you had Ninurta, you had Inanna, you had Zoroaster, you had Heru, you had Sutek, you had Sobek, you had Heru, you had Allah, you had Zeus, you had Thor, you had Poseidon, you had Ahura Mazda, you had Mazda, you had Dionysus, you had Bacchus, you had all these different gods, all in different areas. Let's get to Africa. You got Oludumare, you got Osharum, you got Unkulukulu, you got the Orishas, you have then let's get to the natives. You have their native creation stories. You have Quetzalcoatl. You have what's that one Mayan one? I can't think of his name. It's so hard I can't pronounce it. But you have all these gods, all these different places in the world, from all these different people. And then all of a sudden, in a specific time, under a specific emperor, in a specific era, boom, You have this one world religion that accepts everybody. The rest of it wasn't all inclusive. You have to be part of that cult. You have to be part of that tribe. You have to be part of that people. You have to be part of that land. So if you wasn't from America, you wasn't probably worshiping these American gods. If you wasn't from this certain part of Africa, you wasn't probably worshiping those African deities. If you wasn't from this part of Europe, you wasn't worshiping those European gods. If you wasn't from this part of Asia, you wasn't worshiping them Asian gods. Why? Because gods were what? Tribal, local, and things like that. Now, you have this one universal God that has been traded along these trade routes. But he's built from what? A small little tribe of people who had their own little code, Judaism. But along there, you had another code, Islam. You had Zoroastrian, you had Marcionite, you had all this. Now, all of a sudden, let's fast forward because, that's the Levant and the trade and the development of all these religions, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. So now let's fast forward to about 1453, 1492. Bam! You have the expansion of America. Boom, the explosion. Here we come. Now, who comes
Sabio,
over?
can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
Sabio, can
I'm
you
trying
hear
to
me?
tell you. I'm trying to tell
All right,
you
keep
about these
building, man.
gods.
No, I know. Keep going. I'm
None
just
of these gods. So the
my
gods,
camera
which,
jacked up. I can't see. So if I log off, just keep on going.
all right, so you had the Native American gods, whatever their gods' name were, whatever their tribal gods were. But anyway, you get over to 1492, you have the expansion of these things called slave trade, because you already had a slave trade going. But anyway, this wasn't really the reason why they expanded to America. They was running from religious persecution. So they came over to this land called the Americas, and they bring over their religion with them. They was running from religious persecution. These Christians, these Jews, and these refugees, they was running from religious persecution. So they brought their God ideas with them. And now here we are as descendants of people that were enslaved underneath the banner of these gods. Allah, Yahweh, Jesus Christ. Our ancestors were enslaved. Jesus said, slaves, be obedient to your masters. Or was it Paul? One of them said it. I think it was Paul, and they attributed it to Jesus. But anyway, they have all these verses in the Bible condoning slavery, and they use this book. And here we are in 2023 adhering to these religions, these slave religions, the slave masters religion. Like, I don't care if it was developed outside of them and if they abused the religion. That's neither here nor there. They did it. And the people they did it to is our ancestors. It was illegal for our ancestors to read. It was illegal for your ancestors to read nothing. Trust and believe the gospel. Yeah, it was also illegal for your ancestors to be Christian. It was illegal for your ancestors to be Christian. But here we are wanting to be Christian. Why? Because they said it will be better to Christianize the savages. Do y'all understand? Y'all don't care though. Y'all don't care. I know I'm not saying nothing new. Why do I want to read? Because it was illegal for my ancestors to read. and I want to educate myself. I like being educated. Why don't you like to read nothing besides that book that was written by anonymous authors? Which one of them authors' name was Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John actually in that time? Are y'all willing to admit that the Gospels are anonymous? Are y'all willing to admit that the Gospels are anonymous? Are y'all willing to admit that the Gospels are anonymous? Are y'all willing to admit that the Gospels are anonymous? Yes or no? If we can't even get y'all to start that, no, there's no room for me to be an agnostic. I am an anti-theist. No gods exist, and I'm going to stand on it. I was an agnostic, and then I learned.
I'm back. So
no gods exist.
Good looking out. Good looking out, keeping it going, Sabio.
But yeah,
real quick, let me apologize, Delani, Delani, I think I'm saying it right. If he's still in there, I thought you said something disrespectful to me, bro, and that's why I started talking the way I was talking. But I looked and you didn't, so I do apologize if you're still out there. Sincerely, it was a mistake on my part, so I do apologize for the disrespect. Hopefully, we can move past it and you can come in and ask a question when I drop this link.
So until God pops up, all the gods that ever existed
have the opinion
is the proof that no God exists.
But that wouldn't be
the evidence.
That would actually be proof for the opposite.
No, that's
not evidence though.
All that shows is that people believe in gods. That's all that is.
Or it can mean that people have had a revelation of God.
No, because all people don't believe in the same God. You see, why
they don't have to be the same God.
So hold up. Hold up. So that's a stopping point. If it don't have to be the same God, how could this God create everybody?
What do creating everybody got to do with it?
No, don't ask me a question. Answer the question I asked you. This God created the whole world in image and everything in his likeness and everyone. This God. So if all the gods that everyone had is not the same God, isn't that a problem? That's a stopping point. You need to answer. How is this possible?
It's not a problem.
It has. Okay, no. Don't run. I need you to answer the question.
I'm about to answer your question. Sabio, ain't no running necessary, my G. I'm about to answer your question. Check it out. Now, when I ask a question, I'm only asking rhetorically, so you ain't got to respond because I'm not really looking for an answer. I know the answer, so don't say another word till I finish. So now, if you've ever read the Bible or anybody else has read the Bible, then you read the story of the Tower of Babel, right? And if you read the story of the Tower of Babel, then you see where these celestial beings are assigned to certain people as they spread about across the world. So if we are to say that the Bible is true, then the Bible actually gets what people believe in different deities. Like it ain't complicated at all. Because if you no, that ain't false. That ain't false. I read the book, Doc.
I'm going to debunk that real easily.
If you're looking for an explanation, that's it. And
okay, so
out the work of the Heiser to walk it out. And I'll take Michael Heiser scholarship over yours any day.
Okay, so this thing about the Tower of Babel. First off,
And
is
we got
false.
Google Scholar in the building. What's up, Google?
So first off, the Tower of Babel is a myth. It never existed. It's a story. Okay? So for you to even bring that up lets me know that you're in La La Land. And right now you're playing a game with me. And I'm not finna play this little game about a myth at the Tower of Babel.
You asked the question, I answered it, Doc.
So, and you did answer
You
my
asked the question,
question
I
because
answered it.
no, you didn't. So the question I distinctly asked you was about this one God that created everyone in his
You got
image and
Neo.
likeness. So there shouldn't be no other gods worship. They should only
I
worship
just
this
told you why
one.
it was.
No. You can't.
I just told you why it was.
You missed the fundamental reason why I asked the question. Because the reason why I asked the
No,
question
you
was
missed
this God.
the answer.
No, stop. No, I heard your answer. Your answer did not suit. Why? Because this book is only talking about this God being the supreme God, no other God. So if this is the supreme God, no, stop. We're not talking about no other tribe. Stop. Here you go.
Am I lying?
So
am I lying?
Stop. Can you let me finish?
Lying?
Can you let me finish?
Am I lying about the book?
I don't care about the other people worshiping other gods. It's not about the other people worship the other gods. You're purposely misleading me, and you're doing it. So can I speak? Let me finish.
We're gonna go to Google Scholar. What's up?
Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Your answer was horrible. And this is
I'm moving to Google Scholar, Doc.
This is crazy. You see, now he lying.
What's up? Yeah, you hear me good? Cause I'm on the road, so I might be breaking up. Let me know if you're here.
Yeah, we hear you. You got a little background noise, but you cool.
Yeah, no, I just want to say first of all, how is everybody doing? I just want to say, when I'm in the chat, you got to take all my comments with a grain of salt. All right, some of them are meant to be serious, some are not. So you have to take it with a grain of salt.
I ain't tripping. I ain't even tripping off Sabio right now. We all good.
Yeah. No, my position is different from Sabio, so I hope you can understand that. The first thing we have to define terms, because it's been my experience when it comes on to a question of believing whether or not a God exists. I find that believers never want to argue for the God they believe in, and that's a problem for me. They want to argue for some nebulous concept, but never for what they actually believe in. And so I feel like you're doing that right now. So I want you to lay it out, because I don't believe your God exists. So I want you to lay it out. I believe he does.
Why I believe?
Yeah, why you believe he does?
I mean, it's simple, and this is exclusive or independent of the Bible. It's been things that have happened in my life, and some that have happened fairly recently that I can't give any other explanation to except the existence of this God. Now I could get into it with regards to what happened and how it happened, but it don't just involve me, and without going into other people's personal situations, it would be hard for me to explain. But I can simply say, due to some profound personal experience, both past and the recent present, that I don't have any other explanation outside of God existing. and that's independent of the Bible.
Okay,
And
so
like
you basically just
said, God, Tech just put it in the chat. God of the gaps, and I'm firmly admitting from this standpoint, Google, that I'm saying I believe. I'm not trying to like be super demonstrative and all of it. I'm simply saying I believe it, and Sabio believes, or you believe that I believe he exists. Y'all believe he don't.
I know
I,
he don't. I know
and
no
that's
God exists.
yeah,
I
see,
know, and I'm
yeah.
and when
So
and
standing.
when and when you say, see, what I'm saying that I believe. So now, if you want me to prove, say why I believe, I just gave you an indication. If
yeah,
you say you know, I just
yeah.
want
No,
to
I
know how
got it.
you know.
And I explained to you how I know, and you didn't like my explanations.
No, it
You
ain't that
sent
I
me.
didn't like your explanation, Sabio. I just didn't understand what you were saying. So
I
maybe
was
Google can do a little, give me something
No,
more
no,
definitive, because I don't understand what you said,
no.
Sabio.
I get your point, but
so basically
yeah. Are
to
you
wrap
hearing me
it up
still?
to say
Like
go ahead.
giving me a history lesson don't really tell me that.
Okay,
Like
so
I
so
just don't
so
understand
okay, so
what you
so 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 all the so basically from learning history and looking at human experience and looking at human growth and development and putting all these concepts together, I can see the development of belief throughout human history and how it transformed from society to society and how it works now. So that's why no gods exist. That's why I know no gods exist, because belief is a
Yeah,
concept of the human mind.
so that again that's your opinion.
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but to
No, you
piggyback on the
good, Google. It's
question
on
that
you.
you answered, right? Uh, yeah, yeah. You the answer that you basically gave me boiled down to you had a Damascus Road experience, right? So I'm saying, if it's in fact that your God is favorites, because some people get a Damascus Road experience and some don't.
Yeah, and I get that, and with
Oh,
me
you
in
had
particular,
your Paul experience? What was it
with,
like?
with, with me in particular, I have to be careful with anything with regards to that type of event, because y'all know I deal with other issues, and so this not something that I say or take lightly. So I don't want to make it seem like that I'm just coming up here, just trying to be arbitrary. I'm just simply saying what I feel about the situation. My only issue
I
is
figured it had
if
something to do with
if
that.
if my man came up and said, I don't believe God exists. I simply just don't believe it. I wouldn't even have no questions. When my man say he know, that's when I start asking questions, because I just want to know how you know.
I know,
Because
and I just explained to you how I know.
maybe
And
I'm
and
having maybe I am having a delusion, and the knowledge that you provide can get me out of my delusion, since
all
you
right,
know.
all right, and see, this is another reason why I know gods don't exist. And it's little simple shit that I do. And sometimes maybe y'all need to do this. I sit back and I watch National Geographic videos, and I watch lions interact with other animals and how the lion is not praying for a meal, and that and that warthog or buffalo or springbuck or antelope or whatever the lion is chasing is not praying that Yahweh gets it away. They're relying on their instinct, their fight or flight. God created everything. This was the question I was going to ask you earlier. Are the lions that eat other animals because they were created to eat other animals? Are the leopards that eat other animals? Are the hyenas that steal food from other animals and kill other animals? Are those animals doomed to hell because they can't pray and no one is praying for forgiveness of their sins? They're going against, they're destroying God's earth. Are they wicked? Are they going to hell because they do what God created them to do? Like, how do we reconcile these things? Is a shark going to hell?
Hey, I seen a movie when I was little. I don't remember.
Nah, don't ask me about a movie. Don't talk about a movie. Just answer those logical questions. Just answer those questions.
Go to heaven. It was called All Dogs Go to Heaven, and I'm just going to assume it's the same way with all the rest of the animals.
Oh my goodness gracious!
But finish up, Google, so I can get to Neo. Because I ain't mean to interrupt. Me and Sabio started going back and forth again. You
This
didn't really
nigga
get
said
to walk.
he said movie.
You didn't really get to walk your joint out.
You see when you ask a real logical, serious question, he goes to this was a serious question. These animals exist. You're hold on, stop.
Animals. I'm not an expert on animals. I don't even like the dogs I got to serve.
Stop. Bianchi,
I don't know what they mind.
I'm talking about your God. You see, I'm talking about your God. He created them like this.
But how would I know?
He created them because you believe. So you have to have. Did God make a mistake? Did God make a mistake? Did God make a mistake? Did God make a mistake?
If God created them to do what they do, why would they go to hell for? Do animals sin? Like were animals given the 10 Commandments? Like what the hell is we talking about?
They live on this earth. They live on this earth. They were created by God.
Okay, did God give them laws to abide by? Like,
according to some people, yes. According to Hebrew Israelites, according to
conversation that we having about
why?
Humans.
Because they're on this earth.
They're on this earth, and what?
They exist, and they were created by God. So what is their destiny? Did God ordain these animals that eat other animals to go to hell? How are their sins going to be forgiven?
How can an animal sin? Why would they go to hell?
These are the questions I'm asking you. Don't ask me. I'm not a believer. You wrestle with no. You don't. No, it's not rhetorical. It's not.
I'm not looking for you to ask. No, it is rhetorical because I'm the one that asked it. I think it's a stupid question. I'm trying to be respectful and not say that. I think it's a dumbass question.
It's not a dumbass.
If an animal going to heaven or hell. It's dumb.
Okay. So watch this. Watch this.
Like,
this is where you
watch.
Like, slow down. Slow down. Bianchi. Can you slow down? Can you slow down? You just said it was stupid. So can you slow down? I'm going to get you there. Can you slow down?
I'm going to Google Scholar.
No. Okay, cool. But let me say this. Let me say this right now because you just said something.
I'm going to Google.
I'm going to say this. If animals did not have a purpose on this planet, God would not.
Go ahead, Google. God, dog.
Why did God put the animals on the ark?
Sabio, listen to me.
Why did God put the animals?
All right, this how we gonna do this. You either gonna let me go to who I'm gonna go to, or you can go in the back. You can ask when we come back around. We got other people here, and you asking me, do animals go to hell? What? Listen, understand this. I don't care. I don't care unless somebody can come from heaven and be like, "Hey man, ain't no food up there." Like down.
So why was they on the ark?
You can't eat steak up in heaven. That's the only way I'm gonna start tripping off whether animals up there or not.
So why were they on the ark? Why were they on the ark?
Get one of these other cats.
Why were they on the ark?
Because I don't care.
Why were they on the ark?
Baby, I'm gonna repeat myself one more time. I don't care.
You're running. You're running.
No,
why were they on the ark? Why were they on the ark?
They was on the ark because at the time,
so
the
he
world
could
still
say,
needed animals.
"Oh wow."
The world needed for food and whatever other function they had.
Okay.
That ain't got nothing. What
So
they got to do with heaven?
slow walk this
Sabio,
with me.
you
Slow
listen to
walk
me,
this
man.
with me.
Listen to me
Slow
real
walk.
carefully.
You're
Listen
saying,
to me real
thank you.
carefully.
You're going right down the path.
Listen. I hope you can still hear me because I'm trying. I said I was moving to Google. You study running your mouth. I muted you and you unmuted yourself. So this is what I'm gonna tell you. I don't care whether animals go to heaven. I don't care. I can't say it more definitively than that. I don't care. It's a dumb question. I don't know if you're trying to be clever, if you're trying to be smart, like if you think it's a gotcha question, it's dumb because I don't care. Like, why would an animal go to hell? What sin is an animal committing by doing what it's made to do? Your question don't make sense. Like, go try that with like a sixth grader or something, because it don't mean nothing to me. What are you talking about? Now I'm going to Google. If I let you back in and you talk, I'm gonna put you in the back again because I said I'm going to Google. Google Scholar, unless you want to concede your time to Sabio, can you finish up with what you were saying? Because we interrupted you.
No, I want to wait until I get to better signal. Can you? I go with Neil. By the time she finish, I'll be at a better spot.
Got you. Go ahead, Neil.
Yeah.
Hey, peace DMG, peace panel. I think I see Kid Bro One up in here. Sabio, Google Scholar, peace to y'all. All right, Sabio back, right?
Yeah, he back.
All right, Sabio. I got a quick question because I just want to make sure I understood your stance. The reason why you say you don't believe there is no God and you know there is no God, you're basing it off of, I just want to make sure I understand that if DMG pray for lightning to strike you, or if God doesn't answer prayers, or like God doesn't speak, or you don't see ghosts or spirits because you don't see tangible evidence of a force of God demonstrating itself, that's why you know there is no God. I just want to make sure that's what you're saying.
I'm basing my claim, my evidence, my stance off the fact that all humans throughout humanity have believed in some type of deity. All of them, from archaic till now. We can go back. We can go back to Deus Pater, the Indo-European sky father. We can go to Osiris. We can go to Unkulukulu. We can go to Ahura Mazda. We can go to whatever you want to call them. Every nation, people, or civilization that was sedentary and had a population had some type of God. All of them.
Okay, and the reason why you don't believe in it because you said it's not tangible, like
all those people that believed in their gods at their time, none of them exist. You want to know why? Because time moved on. Their
right.
empire fell.
Okay, so all right, good. So you saying there's just not enough evidence to prove? Because I'm with you to a certain extent about how these gods come and go. They come people in the imagination of a man's mind. They come up with a new concept of God. They change the name of God. They change the the analogy of God and the attributes. I'm with you on that. But I just want to make sure that, do you view God as some like a supernatural being that's concerned with moral behaviors here on earth? Like, do you feel like a God should be protecting people and answering prayers and protecting them from the devil? Because I'm just asking because usually when I go back and forth with atheists, they tend to seem to believe in God from a Abrahamic point of view because that's the only God y'all are familiar with. But I'm pretty sure based off how you structuring your argument, and I can't speak for you, but how you structuring your argument, it seems like you're pretty sure that you know that there is no Abrahamic God based off the claims that God makes in the Quran, in the Torah and in the Christian Bible.
I'm saying there are no Abrahamic, there are no Greek, there are no Egyptian, there are no creators, there are no aliens, there are no gods, there are no gods, there are no Dogon gods, there are no Aztec gods, there are no Native American gods, there are no Inuit gods, there are no gods from nowhere except from the top of our head, our brain. Why? Because we have the ability to think. If gorillas could create gods, they would create gorilla gods. If lions could create gods and they could think and draw and talk, they would create lion gods.
Okay.
Because we have the ability to think and articulate, we created gods based off of the elements, the things we did not understand. Our ancestors did not understand early life. They did not understand why, when they went out hunting, 6 of their hunting partners got 8.
All
and
right.
2 of them came back.
Okay, so what about yourself? What about you being God, like your consciousness?
No. I'm
you don't
a human being.
So, but do you acknowledge that you came into existence, that that your consciousness of what you're aware of, because only one who can experience this consciousness is yourself in your own mind. Kid can't experience it, I can't experience it, DMG can't experience it. It's your own consciousness that's within your own brain, the function of your brain. Can you at least acknowledge that?
So what, that my thoughts are my thoughts? Yes.
But you are your consciousness too.
If you want to say that, yeah, my thoughts are my thoughts. Yeah, cool. I accept that. My thoughts are my thoughts.
Exclusive to you, right?
Yeah, but that don't mean anything. The way I got here, somebody asked me how I got here. The way I got here was my mother and my father laid down.
I'm not asking how you physically got here. I'm not asking that.
I don't have until you show me a spirit. Don't tell me about a spirit. It means to breathe.
I didn't mention. I'm only sticking with consciousness because I like to stick with that, because when people ask me why do I still believe in the creator, now mind you, I don't believe in the creator like in the Abrahamic sense of protective God, or who's keeping track of our right and wrongs. I don't see God as that. To me, God is like a mathematical equation. God is the creator
2 + 2 is 4. That's God. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Because the reason why I'm saying this, if you just take a listen to what I'm saying, the reason why I still believe in a creator God, because I observe us, what we do here on this earth. All we do down here, we live for a period of time. Some people live to be a minute, some people live to be 100. But while we are here, in our consciousness, in the unseen world, a consciousness that you agree that you know that you have, that people pull these inventions, these imaginations, these gods, these concepts come into existence, and then they become tangible. You know how you kept playing with DMG about the tangible thing? The ideal of a car, it first existed in someone's imagination in the unseen world. Someone took that ideal, that concept, and took the materials that they found here on earth, and they developed a car. That's knowledge, that's information that once existed in the unseen world. That's why I asked you, we know how you got here physically. Your mom and your dad had sex, but where is your consciousness that uniquely makes you? Hold on.
It's in my brain.
Hold on. I know where it's at.
Cortex.
I'm not saying, and I'm not disagreeing with that, but what I'm saying is that consciousness that make you uniquely you. Any ideal you came up with, I don't know what you into. I don't know if you like poetry, you invent things, you create. Do you know how to draw? You have unique characteristics that's only exclusive to you, that DMG can't do, Kid can't do, Boo can't do, I can't do. And that's why I keep trying. That's the most mysterious thing. That's the most mysterious things that even to this day, scientists are still baffled, because they really don't understand what consciousness is. The only thing they can agree that it is a function of your brain. But whatever the mind is, what uniquely makes you, they can't explain that. So when you said by
Oh
luck,
shit.
hold on, brother. When you said by luck, I kind of laughed a little bit. I said because old brother would believe in luck before he believed that he was created. His consciousness came into existence. You didn't bring yourself into existence, not your
Oh
physical self.
shit.
Your mom and dad did that, but your consciousness was already existing, brother. It already existed in the unseen world.
Okay,
Can I
can you
chime
quit
in?
talking? Nah, can she quit talking to me? Let me respond to that, and then you can go after me. All right. So first off, my consciousness did not exist until I came into existence. If you understand what we were just talking about as a tabula rasa, a blank slate, that means when you were in your womb, when you were in the womb as a zygote, you see, y'all jumping stages. Y'all jumping huge stages. This is where human growth and development comes in. Key. It's a college course, human growth and development. You start out as a zygote. So tell me, where does the soul and the consciousness come in at the zygotic stage? Does it come in from the father's sperm or does it come in from the mother?
Sir,
Like,
it's
no. You see, y'all jumping stages. So I wasn't finished. I'm just asking, I'm just putting it out there so you could put it on your head because y'all jumping stages. So before we can even get to a consciousness, we have to be what? Develop. We have to go through these stages of development.
Can I chime in real quick?
So you're jumping all these stages and you're jumping right to
right.
consciousness.
Hey,
You kind of danced
And
around it because
real quick,
you
y'all.
dance.
Real quick, y'all. Neo and Sabio, wrap
I'm
y'all
almost,
convo up.
I'm almost
We
finished.
got
I'm
another
almost
brother here.
finished, bro. I'm almost finished, bro. So before you even get there, you have to show me the stage where consciousness enters either at a zygotic stage, embryonic stage, fetal stage, prenatal stage, or further on. Like until then, it's you're just throwing words at me, sis, and it's
No,
not.
no.
And
You know,
yes,
y'all
you're
can't explain that shit. That's
you're
what I'm saying.
you're
Y'all,
throwing words at me. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor, and
exactly.
I don't study the brain like that. I'm just
Mhm.
studying. Listen. I didn't interrupt you. I let you talk. And see, that's the other thing. I let people talk, but then when I try to finish, they rap. They interrupt. So
I can't believe you
because
just said that.
I
so
know
so
you just
because
said that.
so because I don't study these things, I can't explain it. Go to someone that can explain the brain better than me. I'm not a brain surgeon. I just told you the development stages that I learned to pass the classes that I needed to pass at the college that I went to. That's it. These were college level courses that I took: child psychology, human growth and development, psychology, college level courses.
Hey, let's go to
Take
the brother KG real quick. He been waiting.
Yeah, so basically, piece of the panel. What I was saying is, so what we're failing to do is just to admit we don't fully understand consciousness, and that's where it stops. So 1,000 years ago, humans didn't fully understand what caused thunder. Now we do. So 100 years from now, 50 years from now, we might fully understand consciousness. Until that point, we just say we don't know. To jump from we don't know, therefore God is the God of the gaps fallacy. I was explaining in the comments. So I mean that's basically where the issue is. So there's no evidence for any type of God or anything supernatural at all. If there is, I would love to see it. But as far as I've seen, there's no evidence for it, and that's why it's a belief. Anything past that, that's the gap. That's what I kind of wanted to point out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Would you say it's proof? It's proof of the non-existence of God?
Well, you can't prove a negative. That's the thing. You can't prove that there's no mermaids, there's no leprechauns, there's no unicorns. You can't prove a negative. So we go by what the evidence supports. So as far as I can see, it's just the natural world exists. There's nothing as far as like a soul
angels, demons.
So
Yeah, I mean,
with that, kind of like what I asked. Yeah, no, and I got you. I respect that. It's kind of like what I asked Sabio earlier, because Sabio said that if a God would strike him down, God could strike him down, or something to that effect. God could strike him down right now, and all of this, right? And so I asked, and I'm interested to see what your response would be to this question. Would something or someone's inaction be indicative of that something or someone not existing, regardless of what the something, who the one is?
No, because like you can't prove a negative. That's the whole thing. So it's like the spaghetti monster, whatever you want to create.
And maybe, was that what you was trying to say earlier? Is that what you was basically trying to say earlier, Sabio? And maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah. You just wasn't listening.
Okay. Yeah. And I hey, listen. If that's the case, I apologize, because maybe that's what you was trying to say. Had you just said those words, I would have got it though. Not trying to be funny, but you didn't say exactly that. The brother was pretty definitive, which is why I understood exactly what he was saying. But that's what's up, brother.
There could be a God out there. There could be.
Right. So being that you saying that there could be, your stance would be more agnostic. Old boy Sabio saying he knows there is no God.
Well, I mean, I would say, because on that, I'm atheist, because I mean I doubt there is, but there could be. But I mean I just doubt it.
And the reason why, watch this now, what slight reason, because Sabio is strong on his stance. He said he knows. What reason that you are saying that it could be?
Because I don't know everything.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
Anything can be possible.
I'm willing to say I don't know everything, but I'm still willing to say no gods exist.
That's the overall point right there. You just said, now you point towards a particular direction, but you just said you open to the fact that it could be, because you don't know everything. My man say he know. And so when somebody say they know, I just want them to break down how they know. And I
think I gave a very good explanation of how I know. All the people throughout history, all people throughout human history has believed in some type of deity at some point. They started believing in some type of deity, be it wind gods, be it water gods, be it animal god, be it cow gods, be it spider gods, be it crocodile gods.
Well, what about the religions? What about the religion that see God?
Stop, please. I'm going.
I'm gonna go to east side. I'm gonna go to east side real quick, but I just want to say, so just so we clear, Sabio's,
like all those
his reason for saying that there is not a God is because people believed in gods.
All these different gods, and now
you see the problem.
We're doing what people do.
So the reason
it's what we do. We believe in God.
Because people actually believe in gods.
We believe in God. That's what we do.
What's going on, DMG? You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on with everybody? Yeah, so cool, man. Definitely salute to you, man, and respect to everybody. So yeah, I'm a follower of Jesus, and I can definitely, the reason why I believe in God is similar to what you shared, DMG. It's not the Bible. Me going to the Bible confirmed my experiences. I've had several spiritual encounters that, and the Bible kind of like confirmed those encounters, and I can explain some of those encounters. And I had a recent encounter like three weeks ago. I think some of my first encounters were encountering demons, what the scripture would call demons, like especially like in some church services. I would see people manifest and get delivered from these spirits. So that was some of my as a young boy. I would see that experience. You know, I don't know the Bible, but this is what I see, right? And I go fast forward. I see you know, just to be real, I was having sex with my girlfriend at the time, and we're face to face, and I see her face start to swirl up, like something was going on. You know, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Christian at the moment. You know, I have an idea of God and spirits, but I'm not serious about it. And so that kind of like spooked me a little bit. And now I'm a Christian. You know, probably like a year or two after that experience. Now I'm reading the Gospels. I'm seeing how Jesus had encounters with spirits, like he cast out demons, right? And then he gave his followers the power to cast out demons. And so this is confirming what I've been experiencing for the past decade or so. So I'm like, okay, so now I'm reading more. And now I realize, okay, Jesus said he gave his followers authority over demons. That means I have authority over demons. So 3 weeks ago, and this is not the first experience that I had like this, but 3 weeks ago, I had an encounter where I challenged a demon. I experienced a demon coming out of a person that I dealt with, and so this is from like personal experience, and I think a lot of people, for a lot of people, God just has to show themselves. God has to show Himself to individuals for them to believe, because you know, if you don't have that experience, that encounter with, it's kind of hard to believe about a supernatural being. Well, we believe being respects to himself. I believe in supernatural is my experience. And you're right, DMG. If we look at the Old Testament, these different nations of the God, I would tell the nation of Israel, do not meet with them, because they're going to lead. Gods are pretty much, some Christians would say those are just demons or fallen angels. You know what I'm saying? So all of this is just adding up. Some would call what I would call it calculated faith. So I look at something and I see it, I experience it, and the Bible confirms it. And then I look at something else and the Bible confirms that. And then I just build on top of that. And those who practice like Ephi and those African spiritual religions, they would say the same thing, that possession is real. These people come in these meetings and they get possessed by their quote unquote ancestors. And then these ancestors can become violent if you do not obey them, and so on and so forth. I
got a question for R when he's done.
Yeah. I interpret that those ancestors. Yeah, and I'm gonna wrap it up. But I interpret, based off of my experiences with demons and what I see in the scriptures, that those ancestors aren't our family, but those are demons, because demons, they know how to manipulate, and they're very, very intelligent beings. So it being multiple gods isn't proof that there isn't no God. That's proof that people are having encounters with spiritual beings. You know, that could be proof that people are having. Some people can't fully interpret this or convey this, so they say, "Oh, well, it has to be this." But without the scriptures, without the word of God, it helped me. I mean, without the word of God, you know, it would have been hard for me to convey this. You know, I wouldn't have language for it, but because of the word of God, I have a language and I have confidence. So it's hard for me to say that there's no God, because I've encountered, along with thousands of other Christians. You know, I got a brother who casts out demons. You know what I'm saying? So this is stuff that I live out. Like the New Testament is what I live out. I don't just read it. This is what I live. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Can you stop preaching at us, bro?
He's not done. He's not done. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. All respects to what you believe, bro, or what you know. You know.
You went out, bro.
Yeah, are we gonna get a chance to respond to it?
Yeah, I had a question
Yeah,
when he was done. I had a question.
I
yeah.
wanted to
Well,
respond to what he was saying before you asked your question.
No, I asked the question first.
yeah. You. I don't know. If,
Is the brother still here? Is he still here?
did you finish out, or did we lose you, bro? All right. I think we might have his connection might have got messed up. Go ahead and ask your question, KG.
Well, I was going to ask him if you heard of David Koresh, because David Koresh said that he was Jesus, and or God told him it was okay to marry underage children, right? And so that's his belief, and so that's the problem with belief and personal experience. How do we verify this? You know what I'm saying? He says it, so we're supposed to believe it because he said it, and he really, really believes that that's really happening. You know,
Right.
I don't do that. I try to go by what we can verify, because
how do you deny somebody's personal experience?
well, what I'm saying is he said that God told him that he was supposed to marry underage children. You see what I'm saying? And so I mean, me personally,
So
I'm gonna need more than his word on that, you know.
Well, this is what I
right.
think.
When it comes to people like David Koresh, like let's just say Jim Jones, David Koresh, and people who actually do things to harm people versus something like what the brother said about casting out demons, or somebody saying that they want to feed the poor. Like if you weigh it out and we saying something came from God and something didn't, I would be more inclined to say the brother feeding the poor, the sister feeding the poor, or the person saying they casting out demons, if they believe in that. They probably heard from God more than somebody who said it's okay to molest kids.
But how will we?
I mean, I just going off, if we going off of what we told God is and is supposed to represent. Like
All
what
right. So
what so why would we believe somebody saying that God told them to molest somebody and not, and then say, and not believe somebody who said they want, God told them to feed the poor. Like
can you
it
pull
just
up Leviticus?
That's my
Can you
point.
pull up
I
Leviticus
wouldn't believe
19 and
either.
20?
weighing out what make more sense.
I
Can you
wouldn't
pull
believe
up
any of them
Leviticus
without any
19 and
evidence.
20
That's
and
what I'm saying.
21?
Can I say something real quick?
What you saying, Sabio?
Can you pull up Leviticus 19, 20, and 21? So we can answer that question about what you was just talking about with rape and all that. And all that. There's a perfect verse in Leviticus 19, 20, and 21. It's distinctly, I can set the tone. It's talking about an enslaved, it's going to say bondwoman or bondmaid. And if
No,
you look
but
up the word
we don't get to that
bondmaid,
point. How do we verify that someone's actually talking to a God or hearing a
Yeah,
God?
can I say something real quick?
There's no way to verify that.
right? I wanted to get to that too. I wanted to get to that too.
So
DMG, can you hear me?
That's what David Koresh used.
No,
Hey, can y'all hear me?
basically my whole point is there's no way to verify anybody talking to any God. So
Hey,
those kind
DMG,
of,
can y'all hear me?
and the guy was saying that he was saying that he conquered demons, and like that's his personal experience, but there's no way to verify that is his imagination or if it really happened. So it's kind of like you can't really
real quick before I get to Neo. I get that you can't verify somebody's personal experience. My thing is how do you go about denying or just saying that someone's personal experience is false?
You ask them to replicate it in front of you.
Myself, I wouldn't believe it. Something like that.
I would ask them to replicate it in front of you.
But why? But if it's a personal experience, how do we know he can replicate?
Because if it's something that if you're casting out demons and you have that ability, you should be able to do that with anyone. It shouldn't just be a specific person. You should be able to do that with any person that has a demon in them. That should be a repeatable exercise. Why? Because this is a power that you have supposedly given to you.
Is more powerful than the other one, and he couldn't pull that
You
one out.
You see now you're making excuses.
Yeah, I just want to say real quick, and then I'm gonna take off. All right, so To the brother, I'm not sure what his name is, but just something to give y'all an example. One day, when I was driving in Jacksonville, I know I saw a wolf on the side of the road. But every time I tell people that I seen a wolf in Florida in Jacksonville, they keep saying wolves are not in Jacksonville or in Florida. I know nobody's not going to believe me because that was a personal experience to myself. But what the thing is with Christians, where I think they don't realize why some people have a hard time believing in their personal experiences, is when you say something was demon or demonic, or you saw a demon or whatever. You don't even know what a demon is until you read a Bible and it describes to you what it is, right? And we know mental illness. If you hear a voice in your head, they're going to say you schizophrenic. Or if you see things, then you're delusional. We know the brain is fragile. You see shit even when you sleep. So you can visually see shit that's not in reality. So it's kind of hard with the demonic, or I cast out spirits and stuff, because back in the day, when people had Tourette's or other stuff like that, they would say that these people had demons in them. If a person was born albino, they would say there's a demon in them. So with Christians, sometimes when they try to use it was demons and spirit, I question them again. Like, then that proves my point even more when I say y'all don't have free will. If a demon can enter inside someone and control them, that's another example where free will does not exist for those who believe in the Bible. If you want to blame people weird behavior or misfunction in their minds or mental health, you know what I'm saying, on a demon. Like, for me to believe that something's a demon, it would have to literally do something outside of the supernatural, like climbing up walls. You know, like how we see in the movies, the Exorcist movies, how they head spin and they climb up something that we know is just not humanly possible. But a person, saying fucked up shit, saying blasphemous shit, that's not, to me, is enough to convince me that it's demonic. Because I would ask the dude in the R, when he was having sex with his girlfriend, was he under the influence of any drugs, alcohol? Did you smoke weed? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff you're going to have to contribute to. Or her face began to change. Were you taking any substance? Were you under a lot of stress? Did you watch a movie? Were you sleeping? Did you dream this? You really don't, like, it's just not enough. But I understand, to have a personal experience, everybody's not going to believe you, because nobody believes that I saw a wolf in Jacksonville, but I know I saw a wolf. But I
But the
know nobody's
difference
not going
is,
to believe.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
So go ahead. Hey, Neo, when you get done, close out, and I'm gonna go to KG. And when you get done, close out. You ready to get out of here?
I can close right now because I actually gotta go. But good show, y'all. I know that one day I definitely want to talk to Kid Bro One. Please come back to my show, because I know me and you go back and forth about the consciousness thing. Like I said, I can't give y'all a alternative God. I can't tell people what to believe in. That's why I practice omnis. That's why I'm a philosopher, because I know at the end of the day, you don't know nothing. You only believe what you're convinced of. And as you learn more facts, your truth eventually begin to change. Because I'm pretty sure, because how Sabio was talking, he used to believe in something, some God. I don't know if he
I
was
was a
Christian.
Christian.
Yeah,
I was a Paulinist.
right.
And I
So
developed, and then once I started learning different shit, I
right.
realized. But I wasn't exposed to these ancient cultures and these
No,
ancient
you
religions.
good. I'm gonna wrap it up. I promise I'm gonna land the plane. So basically, what I'm saying, when we argue, get on the platform, argue with people what is truth and what is not truth, I just remind people your truth is based off the facts that you know and what you're convinced of. So as you develop and gain more facts, eventually your truth will change to something else, to the point that you might get to Sabio's level, where you saying, I don't believe in nothing. Or get like Hakeem, who say, I'm agnostic. I mean, not agnostic. I lack belief, but hey, it's a possibility that it could be a God. Or you can get like Neo, who's saying, hey, I believe in God, but it's just not the God of the Bible. I believe in the creator God, a creation, the Tao, a force, a universe, a mathematical equation. I see God as more of a creation, not nothing moral. You get what I'm saying? So that's the point of me, coming on these shows, talking to people. I just remind people, we really don't know shit. We are born a blank slate. Like Sabio said, only thing I disagree with Sabio is that a baby do know how to suckle.
No, and I agree with that, and that's because
right.
they're doing what? They're suckling in the womb.
No,
And
they're not.
I explain that.
But
Yes, they are. I've seen sonograms of
come
babies
on,
sucking their
look,
thumbs.
I don't want us to go down that rabbit hole. But to me, I don't. They're not.
Let's not,
Yeah, they
let's
say they're
not
not
go down
suckling
that.
because they can't even suck in because their lungs are flat, brother. But anyway, but that like you said, we are born slates. But one thing we do know for sure, at one time in this world, in this time, in this in even the future of the presence, we all gonna die one day. We know that. But nobody knows what happened when we die. That's why people come up with these religions. Maybe it's just to give them some comfort. Who knows? But until y'all can explain to people and tell them where they go when they die and where were they before they came here, their consciousness, you really don't know anything. You only believe. And your belief is based off your limited knowledge here on earth and what you expose yourself to. So that's all I have to say. But y'all be easy, great show. And all right, DMG, love you, bro.
All right, sis. And to Phoenix Rising, I didn't ask nobody a question. What are you talking about? I like some of y'all people, it's like the slow gases or something. I said I wanted Neo to close out. Like if you gonna make a comment, make sure you paying attention to what's happening. I said I want Neo to close out, then I'm gonna go to KG and let him close out. Who did I ask a question to? Like y'all like some of y'all, like y'all flap y'all gums and I don't know if y'all be trying to be smart or trying to look intelligent, but you fail. Go ahead, KG. You there, bro?
You talking about me, Kid Gribble? You talking about?
Yeah, because I know how to pronounce your name. That's why I was saying KG.
Kid Gribble. It's all good.
Okay.
Now, so I was basically on closing. It's like it's cool to believe. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that there's a separation between what you believe and what's backed by evidence. So that's it. You know, like I said, there could be a God. I doubt it, but there could be. You know, just hasn't been any evidence to support it, and that's it. Science always wins. And I'm out.
Got you. Peace, bro. Come back. Let's go to Google. What's up, Google?
Yeah, no, I just want to say, I think I have some thoughts, but I don't feel like we have the time to go through right now. So I guess I'll catch you another time when you know, when you and I could build. Because
what I like to do.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask Google. What I like to do is have you and Sabio back and just let y'all ask me some questions as opposed to the back and forth, especially when we don't have a moderator, because me and Sabio, we get a little volatile in how we talk anyway. So
Yeah, we
I
do this
like
shit all the time.
yeah, all the time. Even when we not in front of an audience. So what I like to do is have both of y'all back and just
cool.
kind of answer y'all questions, and that way, you know, I feel like we can get more to the root of what the purpose of the show was. And so we're trying to I link up with you and try to figure out when we can do that.
Yeah, no, just sort of the time if I or you could give a time and let me see if I can make it. You know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hit you up.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Peace, man. Thank you.
All right. Peace. East side, go ahead and close out, bro.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Definitely appreciate it again, man, and again, respect to you, Sabio, and everybody else. But yeah, like I was sharing, like I'm not I'm not here to try to make people believe and that they're demons or whatever. You know, like I said, I'm wholly confident that God can show Himself to whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so God could do what He do. And I don't set the standard for who God is and how He's supposed to act. Like, like that the person who says that, well, if this happened, why ain't it, why it, why doesn't He do it? Or I think Sabio said, why don't I cast out a demon in front of him or something like that, and He doesn't get to set the standard. God does. You know what I'm saying? Like, God sets the standard on how He performs. He does what He wants. That will make Him God. God doesn't submit to me. It's the other way around. So God can do whatever He want to do. I'm just here to honor, love, love God and love my neighbor. Is that simple? I understand the intellect part of it. We want to get God, we want to understand God, we want to fathom God, but some things we just not gonna understand. That just fact. Some things we just not gonna know, and I'm totally fine with that as a follower of Jesus. And I said this to my other brothers and sisters. Man, some things you just not gonna know, and that's fine. That's totally fine. Some things we can know. Some things are a mystery. God is a mystery. You know what I'm saying? So, I can definitely hang my hat on my encounters, and the Word of God definitely back up my encounters. And I would, for the skeptics, just investigate. Investigate the tribes or the people in Africa who believe in spirits, and invest. Why do they believe in spirits? Investigate, why do Christians believe in spirits? Investigate, why do these different religions believe in spirits, instead of assuming, and they build on top of that. You know what I'm saying? It may lead you to being agnostic if you're atheist or anti-theist. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I definitely appreciate you, bro.
Hey, and
Allowing me to come on.
No doubt. And let me man. A lot of people, and like myself, again, because of the other people involved, I didn't want to go into detail about what exactly I've experienced, but I salute you for coming on and breaking it down and actually giving some examples. And people can go away from it feeling however they want to feel, but if that's your truth, that's your truth. So salute to you for being brave enough to come on and break that down. So
can I add one more thing?
Go ahead.
No, I was not under the influence when I was having sex with my girlfriend at the time. I was totally sober. Like I said, we got to get away from, oh well, it could have been this, it could have been that. Well, I mean, it happened. You know what I'm saying? You can call me a liar, and I'm not. I didn't really grow up in the church. I'm influenced by the streets. I kept it real when I said, Lord, I'm gonna follow you, and I've been keeping it real all the way. I don't do cliches. I'm not a churchy person. I just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, whatever I experience, I just keep it real and say what I experienced. You can believe it, you can take it. Hey, walk away. It don't matter. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, man.
There it is. All right, my brother. Like I said, looking forward to speaking to you again, bro. Shout out to you for coming on. Sabio, it's on you, brother. Close out. Take as long as you want.
So you heard all these apologetics. Now, first thing I want to say is Neo said a lot of good things, and I think it was intentionally overlooked because people don't like accepting that people develop beliefs throughout life. That's what humans do. That's what we gonna do as humans. We gonna develop different ways to believe, different ways to look at shit. That's what we gonna do. All right. Now, that being the case, all these God claims, no one can prove any one of them, but we're supposed to accept them. This is the problem. We went from Allah or Osiris and Heru and the Orishas and the spirits and all that to Yahweh and Jesus, and that's just the progression of what human thought, and we don't want to accept that as we grow. That's what's gonna happen as we develop. 2,000 years from now, people might have a whole different God. It might not even be. They might not even believe in God 2,000 years from now. Who knows? They might not even believe in God 2,000 years from now. But I guarantee you, Jesus don't know who he is. And Allah most definitely don't know who he is. And Jesus will hate himself because of the way y'all have abused him and misused him. He would hate himself. I'm letting y'all know this because this is somebody who studied the Bible just as well as y'all. I know the first letters in the Bible was written by Paul. So you don't have anything before Paul in the New Testament. But y'all want to run to Mark and Matthew to do what? Discredit Paul. Don't do it. You're messing with the wrong one. Don't come here messing with Christianity and talking about Christianity to me. Y'all don't want to do it. I know who developed y'all religion. And I know that Paul was a Jew, just like your boy Jesus. They were Jews, not Christians. But here we are, pushing Christianity, not Jewish apocalypticism. Jesus would hate y'all because Jesus wasn't a Christian. But y'all don't want to accept that. I'm talking out my neck. The God Delusion screwed us royally, and we don't know what to do. All these gods, and ain't none of them done nothing for black people. You got this man up here talking about he sees spirits. He cast out demons. You don't cast out no damn demons, bruh. Stop lying to black people. It's this 2023, the scientific age. We're no longer living in the Stone Age. We don't need Stone Age beliefs. Those were Stone Age beliefs for Stone Age times. Grow up. Can we please do that as humans? Grow up. Stop playing, misleading our kids. No time. I don't want my kid to be praying to no damn sky deity when things go wrong. I don't want my kids praying. I want my kids to take action. Be active in changing the world. God ain't gonna change the world. We can, but we ain't gonna entertain that because we're scared. We're scared of ourselves. We're scared to address each other as human beings and accept each other. That's our problem. So we're sinners and we need God to save our corrupt souls, our wicked, corrupt, and evil souls. That's what we need. We don't even have a soul. We don't even have souls. But we have been misled to believing that that word actually exists and we need to accept it. We need to wake up. It's 2023. Space age Africans is what we need to be, not Stone Age Africans. Stone Age Africans got killed. With that, I'm done.
All right. And for those who don't know, Sabio is one of the best researchers in the community outside of Dr. Reggie. I don't care who disagree with me. Shut up, nobody. And like I said, me and the brother, we talk like this all the time. That's my bro. He was gracious enough to come on. I appreciate you, bro. And like I said, I think we either can. Sutek said he can moderate, or I think we need to do it again and get more definitive on terms with regards to, are we talking about the biblical God, etc. Just get real specific and have a more detailed dialogue and just break down. You take 10 minutes, I take 10 minutes, maybe have Sutek or Google moderate, or just have you and Google come on and ask me some questions about, why I believe what I believe, etc. And we'll do something to where we can get a little more deep, take a little bit of more of a deep dive into the God versus God delusion question. But as always, I think you afforded yourself well, so I appreciate you coming on. For those who thought it was a good bill, I appreciate those who stuck with it and walked with us through the whole show. We didn't even plan on being on this long, but you know how I go when we get to talking. So once I get that set up with the brothers where we can kind of do a part 2 and get a little more definitive, we definitely gonna do that. This was more of an impromptu conversation because I knew me and my brothers was on opposite sides of the fence, and we can also get into has believing in Christ been beneficial for Black people, Sabio? I think that'll be a good bill/debate for me and you to have. And that's something I've been standing on since even before I made this rededication, so to speak. So, because I think the Black church been the backbone of the community since we came out of slavery. And I know you somewhat disagree with that or totally disagree with it. So that may be the subject that we can kind of have a more moderated dialogue on. But my whole point was this: I'm conceding that I merely believe in God, and that God has done things in my life that benefit me, my wife, my family, my children, etc. Right? I don't presume to know anything outside of that. Since my brother said he knew, I was looking for something a little more definitive to indicate this knowledge. My brother ran down some history lessons, and he talked about different deities here, different deities there. People believe in this, people believe in that. And to me, that more or less backs up this idea that perhaps God revealed himself to people in various ways, that people had a knowledge of a God. Even if you read the Bible, like I talked about Michael Heiser's work, the late great, and the Tower of Babel, etc. So I feel like it's biblical explanations for certain things that my brother brought up. But like I said, next time we'll just get a little bit more in depth and specific with regards to what exactly he defending and what I'm defending, and then we'll get down to it. But we appreciate y'all rocking with us. It's been Paradigm Shift TV 314. We'll be back at it again. We're gonna have some more content for you. For those who still rocking with your boy, I expect to lose about 100 subscribers. But like I said, I don't lose sleep over people who disagree with me. So matter of fact, y'all already know what I'm gonna go do. I'm about to go put some honey on a certain beautiful woman's toes, and I'm gonna sleep soundly tonight. So once again, God bless to all those who came and joined. Hotep, Islam, Shalom, Assalamu Alaikum, peace, and Jumbo. Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother DMG, and we out of here. We'll be back at it again. That's peace.